So we have to put this back on. This came off, so what happened was I got rear-ended, and it bented the C block on it. So I replaced the C block, and I was putting it back together, and I noticed that this wasn't on. So now I gotta go back, take it apart, and put this dog boat back in there. So in order to do that, we gotta take out this. There's a pin right here. Because I don't think you can just put it in without taking that out, taking out the pin. So this comes off. It kind of holds the pins together. And here's a pin right here. You can see it. You see the pin right here. Once we pull that, then the arm should go down, so we can put this back on there. This is a Kyosho MP9. So once that pin comes off, then this opens up, so that way we're able to put this. So that goes right there, and then this goes in right there. There it is. It's back on. So when I put it back together, it was like it wasn't on there all the way. So like right now, look, it just came off. So if I would have started to put it back together, thinking that it was on there, I would have to go back and. So right there, it's on. It came off. That side's on. There we go. Now this side's off. That's on. Once we put the pin on it, it shouldn't be able to move. This is the pin. This is the pin that holds it together. So on the other side, there's a there's this little thing in there that holds this pin, and this goes on the other side that holds this pin and that pin. Hello, Blue. How you doing? Hello, Laura Morales. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate it if you subscribed, or if you would subscribe, please. Appreciate it. And so then this part, I think this goes on the bottom on the Kyosho MP9. And so this and this sit here and here. There are little shims that I gotta put on here real quick. I gotta find them real quick. If I can't find the shims, we're just gonna go ahead and have to without it, and then put them back on some other day. So what I did the other day when I took off all my parts, I put them in this little container. So basically what it is, it's a nacho container from 7-Eleven. So all the parts that I'm working on are in this little container, so I don't lose it. Well, I found one of the shims. I found one. So one of the guys had told me, oh, this is the C block that bent. I kind of strained it out by heating it up, but it's still kind of messed up. I'll just have this as a backup. This is one of the shims. So I'm not gonna put it on because I only have one. If I would have had both of them, I would have put them back on. So let's go ahead and, yeah, so you use a little box, and so that way they don't get mixed up with the rest of the other parts. So you know whatever's in that box is for whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. Got one side. Got two sides. This side over here, is already screwed on. So now we got to put these two screws. 1, 2. They go back here. And tighten it. Well, let's make sure that the dog bone's on there. Got one. Because if I would have checked the first time when it wasn't on there, I would have caught it without assembling all this. So it's on there. Tighten it up. Does anybody recognize this? Does anybody recognize this screwdriver? Laura wants to know what we're building. We're just putting this back together. It's a Kyosho MP9. So what it is, it's a little remote control car. Does anybody know what kind of screwdriver this is? It's a ring screwdriver. It's pretty cool because you can use this side or that side. Don't really use that tool, but this one is a screwdriver and we can use it. Tighten it up, tighten it up. This is what we're working on right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little dirty because we left the track. I didn't have time to clean it up. Hand tight, hand tight, hand tight. Not too much. Hand tight, hand tight, hand tight. Okay, so that's this little assembly is all ready to go. Now we just have to screw in one, two, three, four different screws, because that sits on that. Let me get this out the way, yo. Oh, it looks like it just broke, but it's not put together yet. Okay. And like I said, like all my screws are in this container, so they don't get mixed up with the other containers. And it's a pretty good idea. Like if you know if you're not done working on it, you can just put all your stuff in a little container, so they don't that way they don't get mixed up with the rest of the other screws inside your box or on the table or anything like that. Since we're already down here, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this little area. I like using Simple Green. Simple Green. Just spray a little bit. Yeah, you can really water this thing down, or you can just use it straight. Using it straight is kind of harsh. I'll usually get like a spray bottle like this, and then I'll just add water, and then just like a little bit of Simple Green just for it to get color. But if you run it straight without watering, it's pretty strong. So we're just gonna clean that. We're gonna wipe it down. So there's another dog bone over here. We gotta make sure that's on there. It's on there. You can see the back wheels are turning. And so all we have to do now is put those 4 screws in. 4 screws. Same thing, I don't put them all the way in first. I just kind of maybe going like halfway. Going halfway. Put all 4. I do 1, 2. 1 up, 1 down. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. This will be the 3rd one. The 3rd one, we'll go ahead and put it right here. Because you don't want to put the first one all tight, because then you won't be able to wiggle this if you need to move it. And the last one. So this one, More, not all the way. This one. Oh, this thing's heavy. And then once they're almost tight, you just tighten one a little bit more, this one a little more, this one a little more. So it's boom, boom, boom. So that one's all the way. So now we're gonna go this one all the way. That one all the way. No. It's already down here. Let's just make sure these are all nice and tight. And there it is, guys. We replaced the C block. Replaced the C block on the Kyosho MP9. There it is. It'll live to see another day. So at the track that we go all the time, we used to have a compressor, and with the compressor, we would just clean the cars like with the air. Now, compressor's down, and so now RC cars come back dirty. Well, one of the cool tricks that I seen the other day is when the guys pull their trucks, cars or trucks out of the track, before they put it on the table, they'll still have it on, and they'll give it throttle. So when they give it throttle, all the dirt flies out of the dirt flies out of the tires. So that way, when you put your car in the trunk or your truck or whatever, or on the table at the track, you don't come back with dirt in your tires. It's just a little trick, you know. It's a little trick that I've seen people actually do. It's one of those little tricks that I'm telling y'all. I don't try to keep secrets, you know. I want to share that kind of stuff, you know. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, bro? So we're missing a pin right here. If you can see, there's a pin that's supposed to go there to hold to hold that down, hold the air filter down. Let's see if we can get a little pin. Well, that's a big pin. We need a little pin. This one should be good. Wait, no, it should be good. There it is. So I started running one of these right here, ultra hot. Once I started running one of these, the motor was a little bit easier to be tuned. So it's a P3 ultra hot. These are like $13. They're like $13. It's working. You can buy them sets of a book of 10. You buy a book of 10, they usually give you a better price. So instead of like coming out to like $13 when you buy the pack of 10, you save like $2 or $3 on each one. But these are pretty good. Usually the track where we run at, usually it's kind of dry, but every once in a while they'll water it. And oh man, when they water it and people go on it, I try to wait till like the track is like completely dry, because if you run it when it's still like muddy, I mean, you know what's gonna happen. All that mud's gonna go all over the place. Even though I do have mud flaps on this, or at least in the rear, it's gonna get all over the place. The other day we had replaced this right here. That's for the starter box. It's like right now I'm using this little thing, just putting all my screws in there so I don't lose them. That one's really tight. We'll just come back to that one. This is a pretty cool tool. It's like has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has a 17 millimeter, has a 12, a 10, a 5.5, a 7, and 8. So these are pretty much all. This one is used for the glow plug. This one's for the 1/8 buggies. This one is for the 10 scale, and then this is for like a 16 scale. I haven't tried this one, but yeah, so this is pretty cool. But this one I use it to take off the 17 millimeters. I'll swap out these tires because these things are, you can see, it's shot out. slide out like me. There's a front. No grip. Be sliding. I got these guys. You can feel it, and you just go back and forth, back and forth. And you can feel. So this one would go. This one would go front left, because you can feel the grip. This, you can feel the grip more this way than you could that way. So you want this tire eating that way, turning that way, turning that way. So this is gonna have to go on this side, and then another wheel on this side. You dig? Let's check out this other wheel. You can see it's busted. So if you try to use something like this on the track, you're just gonna be sliding. And then especially after they water the track. And let's go ahead and check out the last one. Let me take a sip out of the coffee. It's my coffee cup, guys. Coffee cup is a big gulp. Let's check out the last tire. Give me a sec. Microphone check. Does that sound better? Does that sound better? Yes, no, testing. 1 2 1 2. Does that not taste, I'm sorry. Does that sound better? Let's go check out the last wheel. So to take off the wheel, we used a 17 millimeter. This one's pretty busted too, guys. Look at that. It's flat, no grip. These are still good. You can replace just the tire on this. You can run that. Sometimes you gotta be careful, because sometimes they'll be cracked or bent. A lot of guys just swap out the whole thing. So. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it, guys. We're just gonna wipe it down. I'm gonna add some simple green to this. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just enough so it can get a little bit of color. just a little bit. I'll tell you when to stop, okay? Stop. See how I just changed colors, and all we did was just add a little bit of this stuff right here. Add some, just shake it around, around. Where's the top to these? Oh, it's right here. Twist it back on. And just kind of clean whatever we can get to without a brush. See, something's kind of loose right now. I don't know if this can be. So this side kind of wiggles. So let's see why this side is wiggling more than this side. That's twice I. So what I noticed, guys, I don't know if you guys can see that this side was like wiggling back and forth. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, there, that explains it. This is busted. So it looks like I'll show you guys right now. You guys can see that. That's busted right there. That's supposed to be like that. So it's made out of metal, so that's gonna be it's gonna have to be replaced. I mean, even if it was plastic, it would have to be replaced too, but luckily we caught that right now that we were um, cleaning the car. We're cleaning and at the same time we're inspecting. And so I noticed that this arm was like loose. And so now we can place an order. Put that in the box so we don't lose it. And then all we have to do now is also, I don't know, let me show you guys what broke off. So that is supposed to be like that. And then that part's not. So what was happening is that this was on there, and then the bottom one, instead of being locked with the screw, it slid up and down, which could have broke something else over here on this side. Everything looks good on this side. Alrighty, guys, I just want to say thank you for stopping by, and appreciate you spending a little bit of time. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, you. And thanks for stopping by. Thank you, and you have yourself a good night. Bye.